And I forgot to turn that off.
Survivor 2, Record Breaker!
Probably not. Most game OSTs are pretty safe. I don't know. Oh, it is an older game. Yeah, that could be possible. 2 journeys stand before you. The first is 7-day ordeal where humanity is threatened by the dreadful Serpentrions. The second is new journey altogether, which falls after the events of the first. Those who have not experienced a tale of the Serpentrions might prefer to begin with. Ah. The triangle. Oh, God, that just reminds me of Kung Pao. Those names. Alyssa said all that needs to be said. Yeah, Square Enix and Disney. Because I remember the one Star Wars game I played way back got copyright claimed. So yeah. Yeah, I thought as much. Well, I think the original came out in 2011 or so. I remember I was looking this up a while ago. It was in the range of 2011 to 2013. So I played the original 2, which I still have the box and the cartridge for on the other side of the room. But given it's been 10 years, give or take, I can't really recount much. I haven't played this version of this game. As played as it is, hello to all three of it. Yes, all three of you. Interesting. I don't remember there being difficulties. Okay. I don't have enough information to judge how hard Apocalypse is compared to Blessed. So I'll probably pick Blessed. Hi there, Rich Tom. I'm not sure how to pronounce the 9 in your name. No, I normally have the funnest time at one step below hardest. Like, if a game has very hard, I'll have fun on hard. If it only goes up to hard, I'll have fun on normal. I don't know how hard Apocalypse is. Because I know some games, especially earlier games, not earlier Shin Megami Tensei games, but like earlier games like back in the 2000s or maybe even back in the 90s, the difference between normal and hard is freaking ludicrous. Like, if you've played the Master Quest version of Ocarina of Time, it's like that. And I don't know if this is going to be like that, and it's old enough that I'm worried it could be. I also realize there's the option of just looking up what the difference is, but that also risks further spoilers for me. No, we can change it any time, so for now I'll go Blessed. That's a nice tune. Also looks like it's going to be a bottom screen again. Right, I did it like this for when I'm playing on my own, because having them side by side is easier to adjust both, because I'm used to having dual monitors, but there we go, top screen in the corner. Do you actually remember what Apocalypse is like, Sora? Because since I have recently played Devil Survivor, I feel like I could handle Apocalypse, but as I mentioned earlier, I'm worried it's going to be like a Revengeance version of the game. Which I would not want to do until I'm experienced. So, speaking of Sora, this is time for narration. Oh gosh, it's been so long since I've had to read text. Oh, easier? Even though I'm not going to do a camera for anonymity, there are times where I wish I could show my expression because I have purpled my brow at that sentence. This is easier than the first. I can see that, but hearing it, reading that is easier, just... If Apocalypse is like normal, then I guess we should be on Apocalypse, huh? Oh, according to Elitist, then maybe it's easier to break. Who knows what the beginning's like. Oh, that's totally possible, Reese. I mean, she'll be back, but it was probably Mr. Tom. Maybe? He only said hi, and new viewers tend not to stick around that long. Students in Tokyo put the finishing touches on the college practice exams. The clock ticks down as their time comes to a close. A student enters the classroom and approaches you.
Dude, there you are! How are things in here? I didn't know anybody in my room.
Voice is a little soft, and also not what I was expecting. And yes, the view count just went up to 4 and then back down to 3. So yeah, I think Alyssa's a bit... not fully connected either. That's normal.
So, how'd the exam go for you?
Okay, if I'm gonna fully insert myself, I probably got like around the 90s, if not upper 80s. But I wouldn't say I aced it, I'd just say I went alright. Well, Reese, you can fix that.
Come on, don't be like that. I'm screwed 6 ways from Sunday, but you don't see me moaning.
Proctor calls out as he enters the room.
Shijima? Daichi Shijima? Oh, there he is. You forgot your personal items.
Whoops, forgot my stuff. Sorry, sir, my bad.
Yeah, obviously gonna go into the options the first chance we get. Daichi goes over to the proctor to collect his forgotten belongings.
Left your exam slip and phone at your seat. I had to look everywhere for you.
Am I really bad? Thanks. Oh, close call. I definitely would have gotten chewed out if I forgot these. Oh, right. There's something I want to show you. You interested? Don't be so suspicious. Let me see your phone.
Don't tell me you just randomly found the demon summoning app. I mean, I'd buy it as a plot hook, but like, how?
Hold on. I'm syncing them up now. Bam!
Belworth. The only 2 demons that stuck out are the ones I didn't want to fight, which are Jezebel and Lucifer. Oh, Belbirth, Meatball. Not sure I can really sympathize with you there, but then again, I never did your triple challenge runs. So, I mean, when I did no free battles, I inherited demons from NG, and when I didn't do that, I had a lot of grinding. So, Belbirth has been pretty easy to run through. Yeah, Spider. I kind of remember that app. I feel like this story is going to be laced with moments where I go, oh, I remember that, even though it's been 10 years. Yeah, this is going to be a weird thing. Is this a blind playthrough or a replay? It's both. Ah, maybe you should take a break then. I found this on a website called Nikaya.
Ta-da! Epic, huh? Have you heard of Nikaya yet?
And that's how he chooses to pronounce it. Alright.
It's a site that shows videos of people dying. They call it scenes of death. Creepy, huh?
Yes, you're saying it wrong.
Am I? Oh, Nikia? Nice-Gaia? Nicaea? Well, anyways, if you sign up, you get a video of your friends dying. Remember that guy who died in a car wreck last week? What was his name? Anyways, one of his friends signed up for the site, and they saw it there before it happened.
I mean, as I said, there's a few events that I do remember. And I don't think I'll say which, except for the fact that I spent a long time choosing a name, because for some reason a name did not come to mind immediately when I started playing this game. For myself, that is. So, after that, I guess I'll point them out as they crop up. Nicaea. No, that's Nicaea. Which I want to say Nikaya. But yeah, the AEA thing is very difficult to pronounce. You don't hear that often.
Guess that makes it more like cause of death than scenes of death, but whatever. Sign up, do it. You just need to put in your name to get started.
Speaking of name, beta version. Dead face delivery site. Hello. Actually, I wonder if I can do that with just the. Maybe other players using the Street Pass. We don't have Street Pass. Well, technically we do have Street Pass, but I need to figure out where to enable it in the options. Then I need to connect to a virtual room. It's a lot more hassle than actual Street Pass. I wonder where it censors night. I'm not going to use night. Okay, a little bit of me is tempted to use night as a name just to see if it's censored. But, you know how I pronounce that, but yeah, that. The name of those channels, music channel, was hard to find. Because despite there being so many cities to find in 3, none of them specialize in music. The closest I got was a city with a musical-related monster. Not a musical monster, not a monster that sings, just a music-adjacent monster. Space onions? But look. That would have come from Soviet so many years ago. It's a little role I kind of forgot to keep up with, but it's supposed to be like a 1 year from when you've joined. But again, no bot, so that's just I forgot about it, and so whoever has Space Onion has it. And I can go back and check for the rest of y'all, though, if you really want it. Hmm. Start with an R this time. Oh, there we are. This would be a lot faster with the stylus. No, I don't have that. I already kind of forgot. 3. Reginald. No, not doing a normal name. Yeah, I'm starting to pull a bit of a blank on what to do next. I have a few letters in mind, but they all kind of start leading into more normal sounding names, and I don't want to do that. From what I recall... Almost. I recall there's a character who is meek, which does make them technically cowardly, but not necessarily stupid. I mean, like, they are very meek, and I'm not sure if you can try to progress them into a not meek personality state. I'm not sure if you can change their character. I tried to and failed on my one playthrough back then. More like consistent conversation. You can kind of view the different ranks of a horn as a rough guide to how strong a relationship you have with me. I kind of don't want to put it like that because you're putting a ranking to your friends, but technically, yeah, there's acquaintances and there's friends and there's close friends, aren't there? It's a bit more vague than that, though. Yeah. I try to codify it so it feels more fair, but ultimately it's not. It is a bit ambiguous. Maybe. Honestly, I'm not even sure if I want to be called by that name consistently. Definitely a character name I come up with, though. I'll stick with Ref, though. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, do I need... Oh, right, last name. Huh. Yeah, it is. Like, Manko I've wanted to promote to Blue Horn, but to try and at least keep up appearances with the ranks, I've been waiting until he's here long enough. Because, I mean, we've definitely engaged in a long-form conversation for many times, even though he hasn't been here for more than a month yet. Alright, come on. Oh, did I take out the F? I must have forgot. Let's go on the ref hand. Alright then, I wasn't looking up top. Fair enough, though. I'll stick with it. Definitely going with an N. I used to rattle off names like this very quickly, and that's how I came up with my Entry and Odyssey Guild members. I mean, I didn't reuse a name at all across all the games, and I just full 30 slots. And in the first game I played 3, I even did, like, when I did the retirement, I actually made apprentices, and not just themselves, but stronger. So that's like an extra set of 30 names. Telling me you really came up with names off the cuff very quickly. I know the process now, but it doesn't come to me as easily. It's literally just thinking of whatever letter or syllable sounds nice at the time and then just putting it in there. But I'm starting to reject those if they sound a bit too familiar. That might be why it's getting harder, because I've come up with so many names already. Don't want to reuse one. Oh, that does make a lot of sense. Part of me just wants to leave the last name as N. Sure, go with that. Ah. Of course. Monkey.
Hi! Welcome to Nicaea, your one-stop shop for scenes of death. Ooh, scary.
I see it. Except for the Heartsea, I got it pretty close.
I'm Tico, your adorable guide, but you can call me Tico.
The presence on your screen is almost insufferable.
On this website, you'll get videos of the friends you're tied to by fate. So, not just random schmoes you meet, but people you get to know, like, really, really well. We'll show you ahead of time when they end up all dead and stuff. Bummer. You get to see exactly how they croak from the movies we upload to the site.
Yeah, it's not too much of a choice there. Unless you're trying to appeal to the advertisers. Well, in any case, it's still not much of a choice, but I know which one I would have picked instead.
I'll keep you in the loop when new videos are uploaded, so be sure to check them out. Okay then.
Neat way to do Death Clock, though.
Kapow! Mind blown, right?
This came out such a long time ago, I forgot we had sayings like this. Don't use them anymore. I don't know what I'd say here, because genuinely, if I was here and no prior experience something similar, I would say, yeah, it's kind of creepy, but also in an unfazed way, in a way, but also I've played Devil Survivor, so not at all. And I'm Mary. You know what? I'm gonna just take the stance that I have played Devil Survivor before, so not at all.
Seriously? Oh, you're pretty brave. Well, I signed up yesterday. Hope we get a video soon.
The answer to that, Alyssa, is yes.
You don't have afternoon exams, right?
In fact, you could say this is Lion's reincarnation.
If you have some time, we should go to Shibuya. There's a store I've been meaning to check out. Awesome! Onward! Awesome word!
Only you say that.
First day. Sunday's melancholy.
Yeah, when they use the top screen is when I start to kind of regret we do the whole corner thing, but for most of the game it is the optimal setup. Also, no nickname this time. At least I didn't get to pick a nickname.
We bought so much stuff.
We.
Okay, mostly me, but you didn't have to say it. Dude, did you see that shirt I bought? Totally hot, right? I just got my driver's license, you know, so we should go somewhere during spring break.
This is one of the things I remember from this game because, well, I'll just say Krekhov's smoking gun.
Gotta pass my entrance exams first, though.
You really do. I feel like I've heard that from The Simpsons, though.
Ugh, I don't want to think about that. I mean, even if I do pass, what then?
The world ends, is what happens, but also a fair point if it doesn't.
I'll be a college student, graduate eventually. Then what?
Yeah, this is actually a very serious question I've been faced with. It's a great idea to have an answer to this question by the time you even get to call it. Actually, the earlier you have an answer to the question, the better. Because then you can actually start to specialize your skill tree instead of getting random skills. I mean, being generalized seems to benefit you better overall in the long term, but short term it hurts because, like, not specialized enough to get hired. I mean, fair enough, I wouldn't recommend The Simpsons now, but, like, I grew up when TV was still popular. Or rather, I got to grow up through TV's decline, so I did get to see The Simpsons in its natural habitat. Fuck, I can actually say all three of these. Start work, a very matter-of-fact way to say it. Find a nice career, an optimistic way of saying it. I mean, making money just by doing the stuff you love and or making things, I think is a better, probably more fulfilling way than getting a work, but it's also a much harder path. At least much harder in the fact that there isn't a textbook to tell you how to do it. You know what?
Don't hold back or anything. You can joke like that, but it's gonna be a problem sooner or later.
Yeah, you do need money. The question is, how do you get that money? Fair. Wait, does that mean I've actually started considering myself as a YouTuber? I don't know when that happened. Well, I've been streaming for at least a couple of years now. I guess that was bound to become part of my identity. So, when you think YouTuber, you think at least 1,000 or 100,000 subscribers, not 99.
I feel like there's this dark cloud over me, and there's nothing I can do to clear it away.
Also, no idea who watches the replays. Don't even check the view counts on that. I just know, all I know are the guys who are here in chat right now. The three of you. And the classic, neither of these are exactly what I'd want to say here either. I'd rather go with a... probably try to dig deeper and then try to get at the actual heart of the problem like I do with you guys. Try to be of actual help rather than just say, yeah, it sucks. Or shut up and tough up. But rephrased, I think, yeah, it sucks is closer.
Yeah, this is the prime of our lives, man. Nothing should bother us in high school. Well, no sense brooding over it, right? Come on, man. Let's go home.
Still no... maybe we have options now. It won't let me choose it. It's just automatically doing the menus for me. Oh. First event we choose is in battle. Well, quote-unquote choose. Alright, measure speed. I'll leave that on 2 because it seems fine for now and there's voice acting. Plus I'm talking, so it gets to play out anyways. Also, hi Juan. Message skip. R and Y buttons again. Oh, it was R and L in the first game. Huh. It's a more odd combination, but that's actually good since it means you're less likely to press it. By accident, anyways. Toggle buttons, display in battle, sure. Speed. I'll stick at 1 for now. There we are. Actual description. Increase damage you inflict, reduce damage you take, increase the amount of XP and Maka you receive, and grant the ability to restart the battle while carrying over everything you received before you. Oh, that's really easy. Means we get infinite tries and we keep the strength we gain from a failed attempt. Okay, let's see what the apocalypse thing says. Oh, that's long. Let's see, and... Nope, it just describes Blessed, huh? Probably compared to Apocalypse. That's off, BGM on. Hello.
Devil Survivor 2. Devil Survivor 2.
Let's go max just because the BGM's kind of loud. Wait, which one was down in the first game? I'm sure it won't actually matter, given I have forgotten which orientation I had it on in that game. Welcome back, Sora. You know, I never knew when the drunk dickheads were out at night, Reese, so I guess that's a fun fact now. Yeah, I can see Blessed being good for people who don't... If this was their first Shin Megami Tensei game, Blessed probably is a good difficulty. That'd also make a fight like Satan easier, because you could just keep fighting the boss over and over again until you overcome it, instead of having to grind elsewhere. Just out more sometimes. No, there was no confirm, so okay, it's stuck. Also, more save slots. You have 5 now instead of 3. Cool. No one's emailed us, not even spam. Health. No, Hell Taker is the free game I'm thinking of. Hell Sinkers. I don't recall, but probably because it's similar to Hell Taker, I feel like it's a familiar name. I'm gonna guess probably Hell Sinker's hard. Just because Sora seems to want to play hard games. You and Daichi descend to the subway platform.
Oh, that reminds me. Did that new RPG come out this... Oh.
Why yes, the new RPG did come out. I'm playing it right now. Daichi is staring past you. Or how to move. You're making me want to just Google this right now, so I can have an idea of what you're talking about. Fuck it, let's do that. Ah, it's a Steam page. Oh, it's a shmup. I haven't played shmups in a long... The last time I played a shmup was on the Game Boy. which was like 20 years ago. Ah. Whatever. I doubt this response mattered.
Dude, that's totally her. Io from Class C, right? Ionita. She's smart, cute, modest, innocent. Damn, they just don't make them like her anymore. She's something special. No wonder everyone idolizes her.
Smoke out the
Forget
RPG.
about games and let that radiant beauty wash over you. Isn't it breathtaking?
Oh, that's actually pretty neat. For a character, different mechanic. I'm trying to think. I've played games similar to that. I'm trying to think which ones they were. If you're asking me if I grind a lot, yeah, I tend to grind a lot, and I tend to try to do the grinding off stream, so that way when we go on the stream we can just keep progressing. That does mean eventually you might see, like, in between, say, a Sunday and Friday stream, there might be a massive power spike. That's 4 or 5 days of nothing to do but grind, because I can't advance the story off stream due to my own rules. Yeah, she's not quite the dumb kind, but... Alright, she's the person I mentioned before that's meek. She's meek to the point that it gets a bit frustratingly cowardly, but she's not Yuzu levels of stupid and cowardly. At least I don't recall her being like that.
Excuse me.
Geez, can't you see we're in the middle of fantasizing?
My apologies. I just noticed you were wearing my school's uniform, too.
Io, what a coincidence to see you here.
Yeah, it seems like she wants to say something.
No. Did you come from exams? It's embarrassing, but I was a little late. Is everyone still there?
I think you heard what this line said.
Oh, definitely. You're in the clear.
Oh, yeah. Yes, or rather... I forget how many times I've said it, I forget which medium, so I'll say it again. A quote that has stuck with me ever since I first heard it. Consider how dumb the average person is. Now realize half of all people are dumber than that.
There are afternoon tests, too. If you're applying to public universities, that's the place to be.
Good to know. Thank you.
Yo still seems to have something left to say.
Oh, it's nothing. Sorry. Thank you. I didn't mean to bother you two. Well, goodbye then.
Dude, this could be our chance to talk to her. Wait, Io?
Yes?
Puppies are adorable, right?
I can tell what he's thinking with. Am I the one with the freaking sideways? Like, I think it's cool and a nostalgic way to go back to the flip phones, because yes, I did grow up with the flip phones. But man, I remember when smartphones became a thing too. I don't use my phone much. I used it as a clock. And then I got a watch, so my phone lost its purpose. Yeah, instead. Yeah, Alyssa, this is also why I'm hesitant to play remakes of games that add voice acting, especially the Etrian Odyssey Untold. Because, yeah, if the voice isn't what you were imagining at all, then it miffs you, and because you're hearing the voice constantly, it overrides the one that you had in your head, ultimately. Although I played this game like 10 years ago, so despite what the actual portrait would incline on first impressions, I don't really quite remember the voices I gave them. Actually, I think I had this discussion on the Discord with Manko a bit when he first joined. To answer that question, because yeah, it does get a little long. But thanks to me having discussed it before, it's going to be a little shorter. I think, well, I kind of want to grow bigger because that means we're more likely to find someone who will actually donate me money, and then I could potentially have enough income to live off just playing video games. And that would be nice. However, this is really more enjoyable when it's just a couple people that I actually know and actually have conversation with. Because even when you get up to like 50 people watching, there's already too many of you to really hold a real conversation with. Maybe you can respond to people of that many, but you can't really have a conversation for a long time. Well, it's the very beginning, Lon. And I've been pausing a lot to speak with you guys. Do you know of Shin Megami Tensei Devil Survivor? Or just Devil Survivor? And while I'm waiting for that answer... So... Well, yeah, I'd like to make an income off of doing this. That would be ideal. I'd enjoy it more if I stay up to, say, the current size I am now. But let's then suppose, what if I did just get big, regardless of my wishes? Then... That's kind of why I have the different voice channels in Discord. Which is where you have to be like a higher rank in order to actually join them. So that way, I made those channels initially thinking, oh yeah, when I get big, this way I can pare down who's actually talking with, so they can actually have a bit of a, you know, it's not like 1,000 people at once. Oh yeah, for sure. And if it gets up to like 1,000 viewers or something, it's just going to be one big hive mind of memes. At that point, if I want to keep this kind of vibe at all, I would probably have to migrate fully to the Discord, and I'd just kind of ignore chat. Which, probably not a great recipe for a streamer, but if I'm still big despite that, I don't know what to say. Yeah, just see any kind of big streamer or VTuber's chat, and it's nothing like this. Like, I know there's definitely probably double the people there used to be a year or two ago, but like back then we could tell each other our life stories and actually help each other through our problems like a therapist would. And now, well, I think it's still small enough to kind of do that. There's some hesitancy because the group's grown larger. And I've started to think of myself a bit more as like the entertainer that a streamer is supposed to be, or at least you'd expect to be. Even though that's not really what I truly am. I'm kind of at least unconsciously pushing myself towards that image. It's also why I haven't been talking about my real life as much, because that's just... It's something I myself would do, but not an entertainer would do. I think that answers Reese's question, at least for now. You know, I don't read any Spanish. I know enough to know that's Spanish, but I don't understand it at all, Juan. Thank you, Reese. If you want to pay for my services, there's a Ko-Fi link in the description. But yeah, to give you the basic premise of the Devil Survivor game, Swan, so that you aren't as lost. And I guess it'll spoil the first major plot twist. As the name implies, demon invasion. Modern day Japan, really. And there's a demon invasion. You need to survive for 1 week, and the game plays through it hour by hour, day by day. And on top of that, you have this whole precognition of death thing. Like, here it's played with a video site, and the last game we had the death clock. So you kind of know, oh, a character's going to die soon, and you can maybe do something to prevent it, maybe not. Hit your self-promotion target. For so long, gosh, how long has it been? I started streaming with, yes, the Lost Mail 2, which gave you the details. The Death Clock gave you the when, but the Lost Mail gave you the how and the when. Now we have this whole video site to replace it, but that's basically it. It's a JRPG and a tactics game, and the story premise is you need to survive a demon invasion. With or without your friends, that's kind of up to you. Yeah, there's a lot of... I think everyone's gotten here by random. Not sure anybody's like a friend of someone else who got recommended. My stream. Kind of too small for that. Yes, you remember correctly, Alyssa. And I started the streaming when I was really depressed, because I thought, if I do this, it might cheer me up, because I get to have some social interaction, which is one of the things you need in order to stop being depressed. You need some core habits, which are basically just the one thing you do every day, no matter what, whether that be eat a meal at noon or play your game at 5 o'clock or whatever it was. If I just decide I'm going to stream every day, that could form as a anchoring habit. Good social connections, like social interaction, good sleep, and kind of forget what the other ones were. But generally living, you know, a healthy and at least somewhat social lifestyle. Oh, it was a lot of Oblivion. It was a hell of a lot of Oblivion. It's still the longest playlist to date, and those streams are still amongst the longest we've had. Because that was before I decided to put a cap on how much I stream per day. I think Sora is pretty old. Thank you for looking that up, Reese. Wait, really? It might be when I made the channel, but I feel like I started streaming after that. First upload. I'm gonna check myself, because I consider like my real official start to be with the Oblivion playthrough. Which, by the way, has a more immersive name. It's just the Journal of Daric, Leland. Alright, full playlist. Yeah, this looks like we last streamed Oblivion like 2 years ago. No, not... Well, there is my personal channel for YouTube, which is what I actually use for watching videos and stuff, but aside from like some bug reports, I haven't really uploaded anything on that. Just may play audio, I may as well put this over on the main screen. Because this should be the very first one. Ah, 2019. Okay. As you can see, the streams are a bit long, and they were usually around 3 hours long, and I streamed every day. Alyssa was here for most of it, which I'm thankful for. I remember some of these got to like... Yeah, they're like, this one's 8 hours long. As I said, I was depressed, so this is kind of the only thing I had going for me for a while. In my life, that is. Now I try to keep the streams capped at 2 hours, which we are almost 1 hour in. I mean, I'll go up to 3 hours if we're having it really into the swing of it, but I'm not going to go farther than that. I want to respect both your time and mine. Because, yeah, this is something, after this many years of streaming, decided that 1 hour is, like, for how long a stream is, and if you want to watch replays, it's pretty good length. However, when you're actually playing something like a JRPG, you really need something like 2 hours to get anything of significance done in one stream. And 3 hours would be great for getting stuff done, but if you want to get caught up on a stream that's 3 hours every time, good fucking luck. You need to be basically unemployed and not in education. You need to have the time to catch up on that, unless you religiously follow me, which I kinda hope you don't, because it should do more with your life. No, I haven't. Although, now that I think about it, I think I did do some streams on Twitch that have been lost. Because I know I did Dark Messiah of Might and Magic as to test out audio balancing, and since those were on Twitch, they should be lost, because Twitch deletes VODs after 7 days or so. Oh yeah, Alyssa's basically the first sub. At least the first sub that stuck around. She may not be technically the very first sub ever, though. But I consider Sora being an old sub, and still not on the Discord for some reason, which I'll respect your decision, but I feel like you keep these conversations going outside the stream if you're there. Yeah, I think initially I was on Twitch, then I found Restream, which let me stream to both YouTube and Twitch. And then Restream started to be buggy, so then I just dropped it, and now I'm just on YouTube because everyone who actually sticks around to watch me is on YouTube. Alright, Reese, have a good night. And you do that. Yeah, I can't say I've kept track of dates of when you guys have been around. I just have the feeling you've been here for a while. I know Sora is one of those people. You aren't interested in every game I play, but you have been here for a long time. Now, let's actually continue with this.
Whoa, that was kind of freaky. Guess we're on the same wavelength, huh?
Same radio wave.
Oh, it's Nicaea. Could this be one of those death videos?
I'll look at the phone though. Oh yeah. Yeah. I could go on about what I think of Dark Souls 3, at least in brief. It's... Goodbye, Reese. You got that right, Sora. You look at your phone, but Io seems to be muttering something.
What is this? It's creepy.
Dude, look, it's you! Ah, it's disgusting.
Let me see. You borrowed Daichi's phone. I wonder how graphic these will get. Oh, all three of us are... Well, let's go now.
That's pretty good quality. I thought it would look super cheap.
Wait, I think you're in this too.
And you too, Io. Io is looking at Daichi.
I am? Seriously? This is getting spooky. It's way too elaborate for a prank. Hey, the train's here. Let's see what happens.
I don't know about you, but I'm gonna move towards the stairs.
Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, an earthquake! Crap! The train! Ah!
Oh, it's animated too. Oh, that's how.
Hey, it's Tico Tico. Knock knock. You up?
I mean, personally, I'm fine with it. Talk like that, sort of, but I'm also uncomfortable bringing it up because I know Alyssa's uncomfortable with the. Yeah, I think it was Alyssa that's uncomfortable with the topic in general. I know YouTube is uncomfortable with the topic, but we don't care about that because we're not monetized. TikTok.
So, yeah, this is how you're gonna die. If you still want to live, that demon summoning app is gonna be a big help.
Oh, that's how I learned about the Demon Summoning app.
What you gonna do? Are you gonna give up?
Just let me die. No, if there's one thing a JRPG protagonist always has, it is an unrelenting will to live. Oh, just sexual stuff.
All right! You've got a super duper strong will to live. I just had to check.
You know, like the entire thing. I know, like, extreme fetishes is probably going to be a... None of us quite want to bring that up, but...
Well, good luck!
Oh, thank God it's not fully voiced. I don't know how... I'm not sure I'd be able to stand a voice like that. Oh, it's Japanese. Okay.
Whoa! What the hell is that thing?
They got a lot more elaborate corpses this time around. I bet Daichi's jealous. Oh, it's not tamed yet. Oh, it's a pixie again.
What should we do?
You fight, of
Are you
course.
serious? You want to fight them?
Of course. Poltergeist. Oh, it's not voiced during combat? Interesting. This thing came from Area 51. Well, they've got a good battle theme. Is it just weak, or is the harmonizer kicking in? I agree with you, Alyssa. Also, how old are they? High school age, about? So I'd guess A lot of Japanese protagonists tends to be around the age of 16. Maybe 15, maybe 17. Aren't that many that are adults, at least legally speaking. Actually, from what I've been hearing from around the internet, the legal age of consent in Japan kind of varies by the area. It's all starting to standardize towards 18, but in some places it's as low as 14. Yeah, they're definitely teenagers, but they're not preteens. Oh, that's not full. Oh, right, Soul Battle. Oh, you're 17? I've never said my specific age, but it's upper 20s. Yeah, this thing does more damage. It's still not as much damage as I'm doing, but its health staying similar. Yeah, I'm fine. Not dead yet. I'll kill the poltergeist, of course. Welcome to the tutorial, after 3 rounds of combat. Well, 2 rounds, technically. Okay, so... yeah, poltergeist is almost done for. Yeah, Alyssa? What? You gonna finish that thought? Just don't want your battle. There's a level up. Now, I don't know if free battles are a thing. I'll obviously be taking them because what else can I do off stream? Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so thanks to me trying to look up some skills, because they... in Overclocked, they actually added some skills from the second game to the first game in Overclocked. So I'm trying to look up those new skills. I end up reading some build advice for the second game, and I know Agi's pretty strong. So, do I take the well-rounded approach and try to be good with everything, or do I go for the optimal? I mean, I went Agi build in the end anyways. Yeah, multi-strike totally exists, but apparently there's a skill called Assassinate that has an instant kill chance. That at first scales off of your ag. So, although without looking at their skills, Daichi's probably going to be similar to Tsuro, and Io is similar to Yuzu in the stat distribution. And the fact that Tsuro is going to be melee with a bit of beef, and Io going to be a mage through and through. Agriculture. So 1 point to Agi for sure. Huh. Yeah, I'll probably go with an even spread for now. Until I get a handle on what skills are actually available and what builds everyone has, I'll just play the jack of all trades. Okay, I still have more HP than Neo. Actually, I have more HP than both of them. Level ups are pretty big then. Also, I can go for the Pixie if I stay here. LS, start for the systems menu, blah. Yeah, let's check that out. Oh yeah, so if there's multiple of the same icon because they're the same species. Victory conditions and okay. Oh really? Is magic not that viable in this game? Actually, I do remember getting drained in this game and not being impressed with it, but that was also my first time playing this game. I had no idea how to min-max it. Yeah, drain's based on just on marmalade and level. Now then, do you get 2 level ups? No, you don't. Alright, what is your stat distribution? I mean, I'm not sure I'll be able to tell it. 5, 3, 4, 6. Oh, he's got decent ag. Decent agriculture and strength. So he may not be beefy. That's interesting. Massachusetts, Virginia, and agriculture. Well, I mean, the strongest stat in Overclock I still think is agriculture. Because multi-strike exists in Overclock, but without that, it's probably stamina. As you can see, she's going to be the one that's most prone to wanting to run away, but she's probably not going to be as hopelessly stupid as Yuzu. Probably. Well, promises given remembering from 10 years ago. Oh, that is some slow movement. This animation. I'm just used to the fast walk speed when I was grinding and overclocked. Balls. I'll let you get it, because what I've learned, actually, from playing through Overclock so many times, and I'm assuming this is coded the same, the demons don't join preset teams, they join whoever kills them. Which means you can end up with 2 demons on your team by the end of the fight. Hot Doctor. I don't remember. Do I kill Steel? This is the good question. Now, just let Io do her thing. I forgot to check Io's stat distribution. Really mag-oriented, though.
What the heck is happening? Demons? Do you hear yourself? That's crazy.
I've been through this before.
This is all so horrible.
Remember there being a Tsundere character, but I don't remember a Loli.
What's going on? We got that death video and the earthquake hit. Then those monsters appeared.
And then? Dude, tell me more. What just happened?
Deep breaths? You saw the video, didn't you? This is bad. Really, really bad.
Yeah, I remember her being, I think, the youngest character in the cast, at least that you can, you know, fight with or be in the main cast. I think she was 14? Oh, hey there, Manko. We're still in the tutorial because we've been talking a lot.
All these people, dead, just like in the video.
Please, can we leave here? Please?
Yeah, let's head up.
Nice. I don't even know what the harsh difficulty is anymore because I last played Terraria on like 1.2
No way.
or something.
Everything's in ruins. Was this really just an earthquake?
No, it's a demon invasion. Hey, we don't have cell reception. That might just be the voice acting for you, Sora. But yeah, she gets annoyingly meek at times, but she's not stupid. At least I don't recall her being stupid. Just very meek and weak-willed. I'm hoping we can change that, though, and make her grow a spine, but who knows? Who knows? People are gathering at the intersection, which is destroyed beyond recognition.
Look, the display.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled program for an urgent news bulletin.
What's the game about? Have you heard of Devil Survivor? Or, well, I mean, this is the second game in this series. I'm hoping you've heard of the first. I did stream the first. Mechanics-wise, this is a JRPG/visual novel that's also an tactics game. That's plot-wise, demons are invading. We have 1 week to live.
At approximately 1300, a large-scale calamity, reportedly a vertical shockquake, hit the Tokyo area. Details are scarce, but massive casualties have been reported in the city. Once again, at approximately 1300.
Hey, why'd it get cut off?
Anxiety is spreading amongst the nearby pedestrians.
Turn the news back on! Honestly, media in this country can't do a damn thing right.
They got more sprites, but that one's from the first game.
I'm not getting any cell service. The TV app isn't working either.
Neither are mine.
You take out your phone just in case, but the screen reads no service.
I need to get in touch with my parents. What should I do?
Hey, EO, we should stick together.
A moment later, Io returns.
No use. The public phones are dead too. And the cab driver told me his radio was out.
Wait, is radio too? Even back in Devil Survivor, well, yeah, the radio worked back then, because Honda had a radio. But, yeah, that was a man-made communication blackout. This seems more like a natural disaster. Well, natural is up for debate, but it is a disaster.
I don't know. I've never dealt with anything like this before.
And I've dealt with something similar.
Huh? What's this thing? This app on my phone. I've never seen it before. demon summoning app?
Both, Manko. So the games originally released on the Nintendo DS, and then they had remastered versions with voice acting and some extra content released for the 3DS. I played the original Nintendo DS version back when it came out 10 years ago, and I still have the box and the cartridge. And probably the manual too, because I don't throw those out. But we are playing the remastered version on the 3DS emulator Citra. So we got the extra stuff. Goes on to fight God. Who's to say I'm not already God?
What the hell? I can't delete it?
The same app has been installed on your phone. You can't remove it either. Why would I?
No. Everyone knows demons don't exist. They just don't.
Just give it time. Daichi will realize it sooner or later.
What the heck was that back there? Those monsters in the subway.
Demons, of course.
You three, may I speak with you?
You hear an unfamiliar female voice address you from behind.
Okay.
You came up from the subway, right? What's the situation down there?
The situation? Well, the train crashed.
I'm aware of the accident. Was there something else?
Something else. That's...
Huh.
Knowing what I recall, and also the title intro.
Let me change the subject then. I'll need your phones.
Why?
Okay, that's just a hard no to that. But I don't think I'll give it that hard of a no. More of a firm no for me, so tell me why first.
Something strange about her. We probably shouldn't get involved.
Is there a problem?
Yes, you.
Oh, no problems. Everything's good. Wow, would you look at my wrist? It's half past the time for being places, so excuse us.
Looking at the... That's just reminded of Maxar's Metal Gear Rising. Incorrect summary. In part 2, when Armstrong comes out and he gives his whole speech right and asks, "Are you high?" Armstrong looks at his watch. Long pause. Yes. You quickly put distance between yourselves and the mysterious woman's gaze. Well, we're marked now. The question is, though, do they have the resources to track us?
I think we lost her. Who was
So,
that?
could be GM.
She was kind of scary. I wonder who she was.
I don't recall there being a clear villain amongst the humans. There are people you can say are villainous, or you could declare as villainous, but I don't think there's a clear, truly, like chaotic evil kind of person.
I can't put my finger on why, but I got a bad feeling about her.
At least we're in the clear. What do we do now?
I need to go back home. I'm worried about my parents.
Good point. I need to check on my family too.
Will this pan out like it did last time?
By the way, I should have said sooner, but I'm Daichi Shijima from Class A. This guy here's in the same class. Introduce yourself.
I'm sure you already know. I cannot reveal my true name. It fits so well with the reincarnation of mine.
Dude, what the heck? Just tell her.
Actually, I know you. I've seen you at school.
Seriously? You're more popular than I thought. In any case, our houses are right around here. But where do you live, Io?
In Ariake. It's quite a ways.
How do the wires get cut? I mean, I would offer to escort just out of the general doing good when you've got nothing else to do type of mentality, but the we'll gladly escort you home is a little bit of simping. What's the closest one?
You don't have to. It's really far. I'm sure you're worried about your families too.
Look, I just popped into existence and nobody else realizes but me. I don't have a family.
True, but it's dangerous for a girl to travel alone right now.
Okay. You're sure you don't mind?
Actually, I forget how big the wander radius is in this game.
Ariake, huh? Do we need a bus or train? Are they even running right now?
That's right. If not, maybe we could head to a park or shelter.
I want to know where that's from, Alyssa. You really do. Because that's a fitting quote for my character.
Awesome! Let's try our luck there.
Alright. Oh, hey, Miyashita Park. I remember that place. We used to sleep there a lot last time. Also, I wonder what this timeline's like. Because we had the demon invasion before. I'm just wondering how the events of the first game tie into the second. It's probably totally irrelevant aside from them both being in Tokyo. I forgot about that. It's been so long since I watched Phineas and Ferb. I think I watched that episode. Might as well check out the transit first. There's a crowd at Shibuya Station, cars trapped in the gridlock are honking their horns in vain.
We can't even get close to the station. There's so many people.
The station is not open at this time. We have no estimate on when service will be restored.
That's also a sprite from the first game.
I repeat, Shibuya Station is closed. Only select individuals may enter.
The gathering crowd is venting their frustration. The mood is turning ugly.
They said the station's closed. I guess the trains aren't running either.
Well, duh, we just watched the trains explode.
The roads are jammed too. Those cars aren't going anywhere.
Just as Yu says, some cars in the intersection seem to have been abandoned. It is a problem with trying to take the roads in a disaster because it gets jammed due to, well, everyone crowding the roads. And then because it's so congested and they just want to go, it's like, oh, it's faster on foot, so they abandon their car. That means the car is always there, congesting the roads. It's just shocking.
You're funny. Thanks.
No, seriously, don't we have boots of Featherfall?
I can't believe this.
It's like 109 points feather enchantment on the boots. Like, we can run faster than a horse. We can just go there.
What's wrong, Daichi?
I was hungry, so I thought I'd drop into a convenience store, but they're all closed. Everyone said the same thing. Now's not the time. Like I'm not allowed to be hungry during a national disaster?
I'm sorry, Daichi. Were you able to get anything?
Well, I found one place that was open, except I panicked and just bought tons of bread.
Why does that sound exactly like you despite only knowing you for an hour?
maybe that's a good thing.
I mean, bread's not great to live off of, but maybe it's better than nothing?
Say what now?
Actually, no, if it's an American bread, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know about Japanese bread. Oh, so American food companies put sugar into everything they do. They're not aiming to make it nutritional, they're aiming to make it addictive. So there's a dash of sugar in almost everything you buy in America, which makes it really, really, really hard to actually eat healthy here. Because even if you buy ingredients that aren't explicitly sugary, they still probably have sugar in them. And on top of that, sugar... Yeah, you get the sugar high now, but that's... honestly, it's pretty bad for your body. And not just the sugar crash, but also it's not really any kind of sustenance for your body at all, and it rots your teeth, and it also reduces your mental capacity and your physical capacity as you get overweight. Like, stuff I've learned about the digestive system is that, you know, your body stores fat. Like, what you can't quite digest, it converts to fat and then uses it later. But your body actually prioritizes consuming the contents in your stomach first before it moves on to the fat. But it takes time for it to convert over to fat consumption. But it can go back to consuming your stomach contents immediately. That's why if you don't eat for a day, you're not really hungry. But if you eat just a little bit, you'll be starving. Because your body's trying to run on an empty stomach as opposed to running on your fat reserves. Welcome back, Sora. So because of that, the sugary bread that we have in America is honestly, like, I'm not sure if it's better than starving or not, because it's going to be nothing for your body to run on. When did you leave? Alright, towards the end of the tutorial, right? Locked out, news broadcast, and a suspicious lady who probably knows about the demon summoning app. And now we're looking for a way to get Io home, but probably not going to, because, you know, everything's fucked up. Welcome to Fallout.
Sorry, it's just... maybe we won't have any other food until rescue comes.
Right, yeah, that was totally the plan all along. Am I good or what?
What you have returned to is the fact that Daichi managed to grab a bunch of bread and nothing else from the only convenience store he could find open. And it started, you know, going on about that. How at least in America, bread's not really good for you. And it's very hard and or expensive to get stuff that's not dosed with sugar. But from what I understand, at least in Europe, that's not the case. But I don't know about Japan. I know Japan has better quality food than America. But I don't know if it's as laced with sugar as American food is, at least the bread.
Here you go, guys. Let's break some bread.
Thanks, Daichi. That's very kind of you.
My pleasure. Score one for the Dykester.
But what do we do now? It looks like we're stuck here while the trains are out of service.
We should check out the parks and stuff. We can check the shelters, take a rest, and get some information.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
You leave Shibuya Station talking idly with Daichi, yeah. Oh, we have some other things. Yeah, let's go with the Miyashita Park. Yashta Park is overflowing with refugees. I think this is the exact same background they used from the first game, too.
We can't even get in the park? What the hell?
A girl comes up behind you, looks at the state of the park, and starts complaining.
What? If we can't stay here, where else is there to go?
Hey, listen. It sounds like she's already been to the other shelters. You think so? I'm getting a feeling the shelters are full up by now.
I mean, I get that feeling too, mate, but I also don't think she's the type to try that hard. Oh, that's totally true, Alyssa. It's a smart reuse of assets, doesn't really generate any ire from the fan base, and also saves you a lot of time and money, which I guess are the same thing. Because you gotta pay people by the hour after all. Yeah, it is Tokyo still. Games are weird in the sense that fans have come to not expect asset reuse, like, at all. Like, it takes a lot of time to make the art assets for games, especially. And fans kind of expect you to just throw all of those assets out and make new ones from scratch for each game. Which kind of explains why sequels were so popular in the 2010s, because you can get away with asset reuse a lot more easily. Wondering how that came to be. I haven't looked into it myself, so I can't really speculate with any kind of confidence. Although, to speculate anyways, I'm guessing it's because of the early games from, say, the 90s and before, which had low graphical power, especially compared to today, so it was probably pretty quick to drum up new assets for stuff. Which would have contributed a bit, but also the arms race towards realism, especially in the 2000s and the 2010s. It's about 20 years, I think, in gaming history where they just tried to push for more and more photorealistic graphics, which meant that even if you're making the same character, you end up redoing them all from scratch because the technology advanced and you could make it in more detail. I think those are probably the two big factors as to why gamers expect entirely new assets for each game. Yeah, it seems like she has something to say.
It's just... doesn't something seem... off?
If you mean the demons, yes, but if it's something else, I haven't picked up on it yet.
There's just been a huge earthquake. I mean, shouldn't there be fire trucks or something?
The last time there was a demon invasion, fire trucks didn't come, so I guess that's why I didn't pick up on it.
Maybe. Things haven't seemed right since we left the station, though. There isn't a single TV helicopter or anything flying around.
I'm curious to know what the reason is for in this timeline. Unless it's the same timeline, which still makes me curious how the first game links to the second.
You have a point, Io. Disasters always bring out the news teams.
Oh, did it cost more recycling? As I said, I haven't researched it, so for rebuttal then, my thought process on it is because of the new tech coming out each year, or almost by the year, to make more advanced graphics, you'd want to redo the assets from scratch so you could do them in higher resolution. But also, when I think about it, normally with at least AAA game devs, they tend to make it with like a single character model has like 1 million or 1 billion poly count, and then they scale that down to something that the game can actually render in a reasonable amount of time, so I guess that's not actually an issue, is it? Unless that practice wasn't always present. I wonder when it started. So it definitely wasn't always present, especially not during the sprite era. Because sprites, you really do gotta redraw every frame of animation.
Right? But we haven't even seen one.
Totally. There should be all sorts of ambulances and stuff.
Something's not right. If this many people need the shelters, the quake must have been massive.
This is bad. Cars are blocked, trains are out of service, and there's nowhere left to stay. Nothing we can do about it now. Let's try our luck somewhere else. I'm sure we'll find another way home, or at least somewhere safe to stay.
Yeah, okay. Let's go.
I will say that when it comes to recycling, I'm impressed by what they do with the GBA. Precisely because I've been, at least offhand, studying what the GBA is capable of, as well as playing more GBA games. Still 3 options, interestingly enough. But because of that, I'm noticing all the little things they do to reuse assets, and I'm like, that's just impressive, because it saves memory. And you have like so little to use on the old hardware. So, the hardware is so weak compared to today's standards. Just impressive they get what they do. Like, a good example is something you'll see here when we go into the actual combat part, is where it's isometric on diagonal. Means that you don't need to render. You only need to make 2 sprites. An up-facing sprite and a down-facing sprite. The reason for that is, at least on the GBA, there's hardware mirroring of sprites. So as long as you make the left-facing sprite, you automatically have the right-facing sprite. You can just tell the hardware to mirror the sprite. So if you do it on a diagonal, you don't need to make an up, a down, and a side-facing sprite. You can just make the down-facing sprite and the up-facing sprite. Because on a diagonal, you can just mirror it to get the other 2 directions. Which was a really big aha moment when I realized that. Also why recoloring is so prevalent too, because it's a lot less memory to have an extra color palette than it is to have an extra sprite sheet. And he is also from the first game. The SDF using bullhorns to address a crowd.
Fire has broken out in Shinjuku. No one will be allowed through.
I think there's voice actors from the first game too.
All victims will now be led to the nearest shelter. Please follow the SDF soldiers.
A shelter? I need to get to the office.
My child's still at school. I need to get there.
Both sprites from the first game.
This is ridiculous. If there's a fire, then I need to save my documents. I'm going in.
Also, I think the woman's sprite has been a bit touched up, because I don't quite remember it being that saturated of a green. I may have modified it a little bit.
Sir, you need to stay back. It's too dangerous in Shinjuku.
Shut up. I'm just going to the office. I'll evacuate right after.
Sir, please remain here.
You have no right to boss us around like this.
Screw you!
The man storms past the blockade.
Damn it! What a jackass! I'm only trying to keep him safe. I repeat, please stay back. The Shinjuku area is dangerous.
Well, this is not an absolute lockdown like before.
Follow the directions of the authorities and head to a secure area.
You missed it earlier, Sora, but they also reuse a cop portrait from the first game too.
It's no use. Maybe we should find another way.
It's the evil cop too, which is a little. Eh. Oh hey, Ikebukuro. Shibuya ancient. Where did it start? Where did the first game start? Was it in Shinjuku or Ikebukuro? Fushimi? I have no idea if we'll see Fushimi. I don't remember who Fushimi is exactly. Shinjuku area is restricted. Let's see. Retrace steps. Unknown woman. A strange man. Up ahead, you see a familiar woman and some suspiciously dressed men.
Sedagai is no good. Too much damage. Too many casualties. The SDF are getting nowhere.
By this time, there's a much higher risk of fires in the district.
Standing policy is to recall the SDF in these situations. We want to rescue the people in Setagaya, but...
No, call the SDF back. If we let emotions lead us into bad decisions, we're unfit for command.
That is true, but if you have overwhelming power, you can follow your emotions, but that also puts you at risk of being the next disaster which threatens the world. You are correct on that, but I forget if you can recruit her to your side or not.
Understood, ma'am. How shall we proceed?
It's a state of emergency. Avoid acting alone and don't worry about exposure to the public.
What did the chief say our instructions were regarding contact with D cases?
He'll allow it if you encounter them. Just keep your surroundings in mind.
Acknowledged. What'll you do, ma'am?
I'm heading to Coordinate K to maintain the seal there. Dismissed.
Women and suspicious men scattered discreetly.
Hey, wasn't that the same lady from the station? She said something about the SDF. You think she's for real?
I mean, going by my memories, I still don't trust her.
She mentioned fires. I hope everybody's okay.
She's right. She was talking about casualties and fires in the area.
Yeah, I'd say Izuna. If you want to try to mirror them, they aren't exact copies, of course. Not even statistically, because Daichi's actually more Agi focused, where Astro's Vit focused. I'm sorry, I've already forgotten what the V was for. Oh, Virginia. Agriculture in Virginia. And I haven't looked at EO's stats. Definitely Massachusetts, though.
It looks like things won't be going back to normal anytime soon.
Alright, strange man, what's up? Oh, this guy. I don't really remember him much at all. Other than, I think, the general personality. There's a listless man standing around up ahead.
Hey, have we met?
Man addresses you as soon as he notices you. You know what? That's technically true. Long time no see.
Hey, you're totally not who I thought you were. Way to play along, though.
Where's our he homeboy? Should be in the demon world. Well, actually, should be in heaven. Oh, the gigolo? I have no idea. Well, I mean, I should have killed the gigolo. But that was in another timeline. Eh.
I'm in a bind. All the shelters are full. I'm sure a rescue's coming, but they're taking their sweet time. You probably got a full set of your own problems, huh?
Pretty good. It has been an easy day.
Tell me about it. Who could have predicted all this, am I right?
I mean, since I came into existence at the start of today, yeah, I could have.
Make sure you stay careful. These earthquakes are nothing to sneeze at. See ya.
What was that about? That dude was mellow in every sense of the word.
It's a fine
Quite laid
attitude
back
to
for
have.
being in a disaster zone. He did say the shelters were full, though.
I mean, having that kind of attitude means you're less prone to panic. Also means you may not be capable of identifying true threats to you, but that remains to be seen.
Yeah, he was right about the rescue teams. They should have gotten here by now. This is looking a lot more serious.
What should we do? There's no way home. Walk it. Ariake's miles from here.
It's not continents from here, nor is there an ocean separating us. We can go.
Standing here won't do us any good. It's worth a shot. Come on, man. Let us escort the Lady EO back to her family on these strong legs.
Thank you, both of you.
All right, let's blow this popsicle stand. How the heck do we get to Ariake?
Another phrase we don't use anymore. Truthfully, how do I really don't know. I'm not familiar with Japan's topography. I'm tempted to say east just because that's prompt, but how should I?
If we're going to take a major road, we need to go through Roppongi.
Which is where?
Sweet. Even I can't get lost if we follow the Metropolitan Expressway.
Which is where?
To Roppongi. It's towards Tokyo Tower, so let's head through Shiba Park, yeah?
A little familiar with those, because I've been to them in the other timeline.
That sounds about right. I've never had to walk all the way home before.
What's the worst that could happen? Come on.
Oh, Daichi, you have no idea. Alright, it's not a fight, so whatever. 99 Plaza.
I'm tired. Oh, hold on. Let's stop for a sec.
You are weak!
I didn't think it'd be so far. My legs are mostly jelly at this point.
I'm sorry, Daichi. Here, take this.
Io produces a half-empty bottle of water from her bag.
Are you sure you don't want the rest, Io? You already drank from it.
Don't lie to us, Daichi. You want the indirect kiss. Sure, good for you, dude.
Some days it's just good to be alive.
I don't really need it anymore, so you can have the rest.
Thanks. I'm only too happy to oblige. Huh? Who are those people?
We're almost there. Once we're past here, we'll be home.
You said that 3 blocks ago. I can't walk anymore.
Right, I think her coat was brown and her shirt a more an off shade of white in the first game.
Don't say that. Come on, stay with me.
They look like they're in trouble. Should we go see what's up?
I think so.
Oh, and as I was mentioning before, it's on diagonals, so you only need to do the up and the down facing and just mirror for everything else.
Huh? Wait, what's that thing?
Oh, we're gonna flee from something now, aren't we?
Hey! Hey! Something's falling! What is that? It's moving!
Ah, he dropped the water bottle.
The hell? Creepy app's starting up on its own.
The summoning app appears on your phone, of course it does. Oh, it's Pokedex now. I was going to retort it's an ice cream cone, but there is an ice cream cone Pokemon, so I can't retort that anymore. The thing approaching you appears on the screen and is labeled as Dubhei. Whether it's Dubhe or Dubhe, we're just gonna go with whatever comes out of my mouth when I say it.
Dubhe? It's getting bigger.
Or that.
Man, it scared the crap out of me.
Oh, I just remembered what this thing does.
Ow! It's blowing up like a balloon!
I think she gets the picture.
It's
Why did you get
nothing,
closer?
but maybe it's not dangerous?
Not cool, bro. Don't scare me like that. Who the hell are you anyways?
Ah, now's not the time to be behaving like that. Don't even know. Like, it's a stupid response that could get you killed, but at the same time, it's a little smart to also doubt when a person tells you something's dangerous, because maybe they just don't want you near it. But given the context, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a not the time. Now, are they dead? Yes, they are. They're not just dead, they are vaporized.
People!
They were caught in the explosion. No, this can't be happening.
Two interesting facts here. One, a lot more variety in the corpse sprites this time around. And two, no fragmentation? Normally what's super lethal about explosions is the fragmentation from it. Like, sure, there's the actual force of the explosion itself, but that's usually on a very surprisingly small radius, at least for what's lethal. And, I mean, if you're in something like water, there's the whole shockwave that spreads out a much further distance that can rupture your organs still, but in air or on land, it's generally the fragmentation that gives it a much larger lethality range, because it's basically buckshot. So, no fragmentation? Because if it had fragmentation, we should be dead too.
Oh man! Oh crap! Time to go! We gotta run!
In case you're wondering how I know that, it's because I studied hand grenades once in, like, elementary school. I've always had a fascination with weapons. I don't really own anything aside from, I think, a training sword, which I don't have any manuals or instructors to work with, so it's just sitting in a corner of my room gathering dust, but I've always had a fascination with weapons and how they work. So yeah, one time for a project, I just researched how grenades work. Run, scatter, or flee! What about fly, you fools? Well, somebody got the message outside. You're you? Oh, is it because I chose scatter?
We made it. Are you okay? I'm fine, I think. Thanks. What just happened there?
Demon.
First demons in the subway, now that thing. I don't understand what's happening.
Fair response, but you better get used to it quick.
What do you think that even was?
It was Dubhe.
That's what it said on the app, but... I mean, this is so wrong. Demons and Dubhe? It's too unreal.
But it is real. It was never a dream.
The damage was even worse in Shibuya than it is here. Can an earthquake even do that? It's like nothing makes sense. It's all wrong.
Yeah, calm down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just scared. Wait, where's Daichi? We've been split up since the hills. I hope he's alright.
Ah, got email.
My phone just buzzed. An email? Sure. We're still not getting service, though. How did it even get through?
Remember what you complained about before? Yeah, that. Ah. Oh. Oh, hey, Cobalt. Yeah, they have a lot more variety in Death Sprites.
Horrible. Oh no. It looks like Daichi being killed by one of those monsters. Is this a death video? Like in the subway? Last time, the video showed almost exactly what happened. We really almost died. You might be right. It was the same thing last time. The video showed us the future.
I do wonder who's behind Nikea. Oh wait, it's Nisaya. I've already forgotten the exact pronunciation, but I know it's a soft C.
But then demons came out of the summoning app and saved us. Can that happen this time? Nicaea's supposed to show your friends dying. That means you don't get to see your own death. Does that mean Daichi doesn't know what's going to happen?
That also means it's advantageous to be in a group.
Right. Wasn't that Sensoji Shrine? It's in Asakusa. We need to find Daichi. We have to stop this from happening.
I mean, obviously we should go save Daichi first, but I'm tempted to just put it off till later. I know in the first game they kind of railroad, like, if you put off a main story event long enough, they just remove the option of all the other events until you did it. I'm wondering if I do the same thing this time, but I'm not going to try it out in this playthrough. That's something an Sora would do, but I'm not sure I'd do it. My will to keep everyone alive is stronger than my curiosity to find out if I can let them die.
I don't see him. Where could Daichi have gone? Yeah, we have to. Let's keep looking.
I mean, if I find him soon, it'll be alive or dead.
We need to find him before that monster does. Another email? Not another death video.
Also, battery's still good. After this fight, Alyssa. I know what time it is. It's on the top screen. Neat. This email has been sent to members who have already formed a contract with demons. The demon summoning app, still have to go through the tutorial thing. Although the demon summoning app allows members to summon contracted demons as allies, please be aware that the demons you defeat that was summoned through other terminals will not automatically be contracted to you as they were when you first started the app. This app contains a few tutorial functions to help you along. Please make the most of them.
Demons and contracts? This is what those monsters in the subway were talking about.
Remember, in the first game, I sort of was like, hey, maybe we can tame them if we kill them this time again, and then we found out, no, that's not the case. But now we just get an email. I don't know how I feel about that. Of course you'd say that, Sora. Look, you can go do that. I'm curious if we can let him die as well, but I'm not going to. I will always strive for maximum survival rate. There's nothing I can do to stop that.
Yeah, that's what this means, right? So those demons we beat in the subway, they've become our allies?
I don't know if allies is the right term. If this is at all like the first game, I wanted to treat my demons as allies and comrades, but to live, you really have to treat them as tools. Yes, but I am wondering if they will indeed let us let a playable character die. At this point. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't.
Does that mean they'll fight alongside us? It hasn't really sunk in for me yet. I guess that sounds right, though.
Oh, better sink in fast, because we're about to go kill something.
Why are we getting these emails, though? Who's sending them?
Now, yeah.
Hello? Damn it, where are you guys?
Like, in general, or just... yeah, I mean, after... You've been playing very hard RPGs for a while now. From what you've been telling me. I can see you wanted to have an easy time for a bit. I mean, Elden Ring's relaxing. I know that's surprising to hear when you see the boss fights, but like, the vast majority of the time you're just exploring. It's not boss fights all the time. Not really that it has those high moments, but it's a lot more. It is relaxing.
Hey, did you hear that voice? Yeah, let's go.
Not confirmed, but we can only hope.
Whoa, am I glad to see you guys. I thought I was a dead man for sure.
Alyssa's got it. Stop running away.
Daichi! Thank goodness we all made it out safe. Now that we found you, we need to get away from here right now.
Already? Can't I take a little rest? My voice is tired from yelling. Ah! What now?
Yeah, they really made... Well, this was on the Nintendo DS. You must have eked out a lot more of the storage then. Interesting. Oh.
That thing's moving.
Oh, he made an unintentional stupid.
Huh? Something came out.
Interesting mechanic. Well, you said you liked Battle Network before, and if you haven't, you could play those again. PSP emulator. The only PSP games I know of that I never got, but I still want to play is Class of Heroes. Because that's Dungeon Crawler. And like I can probably get an emulator for that. I haven't. I should do that at some point. Oh, that looks evil.
Sweet mother of...
I got some better voice direction for this game. I mean, it wasn't bad and overclocked by any means, but it sounds better in 2. That they improved. Oh, hi.
That's the monster from your death video. Hey.
Surprisingly English.
Ah! Someone help! It's a monster!
What are you kids doing here?
Oh, you weren't. Oh, maybe. I'm not sure what changed his fate, but we did. And drastically at that.
Damn, the seal's already broken.
You've got to help! The monster's gonna kill us!
Don't be foolish. You're demon tamers too. Prepare for combat.
I mean, Sora, there may very well be a translation patch for that.
The heck is a demon tamer?
Alright, you've been looking for us.
Listen up. Bai Su-chen's powerful, so leave her to me. Get your phones out and summon your demons. If you don't fight, you will die.
What the heck is a summoning app?
I still want to know how the heck my phone's screen rotates like that when it's a flip phone.
Engage.
Wait, it...
Hey! You guys are alive! Tico here with some cool stuff to tell you.
It only matters if Daichi dies in this one. Interesting.
So, you want an explanation of the summoning app or what?
What the? Hey, Tico's on my phone.
I mean, it's obvious she's supernatural, but I'm still not sure what exactly she is. Wait, you weren't here? This is like her third or fourth appearance so far. You really have just been away.
Sweet! I'll leave it to the charming Tico. So, the summoning app lets you call up the demons that you guys made contracts with. You can use the Edit Team option to make up your own teams. Demons are all unique and stuff. Think about their skills and traits when making teams.
Yep. As I learned from the first demon invasion, you really do need to treat them as tools.
Oh, and you know those magic spells they use? Those are called skills. With this app, even a human like you can use them in a fight. You should try it right now! Press the Y button to open up the skill setting menu. Bam! This is the skill setting menu. Normally, it's up to you where you want to place a skill. But this is just a tutorial, so you don't zap yourself by accident. Do me a favor and pick the slot in the upper left, okay? Ooh, look at all those skills. Those are the ones you can use. You'll be able to pick whichever ones you want later. But for now, let's pick Zio. That's all there is to it. Super easy, huh? Oh, right. You share all your skills with your besties, but only one person can set a skill at a time. And you can't change your allied demon's skills either. Don't even try it. Just don't. Changing skills is a gift for people with great drive and potential. Oh, while you're here, you might want to set your friend's skills too. Just saying. Okay, have a nice week!
Alright, so as a free... Actually, how many is... 6. Okay, our stats aren't that differentiated yet. And 5 stamina. 6 Massachusetts and 5 stamina. That's interesting. Why does it exist? Remember, Sora, imagine how dumb the average person is, and realize half of all of them are dumber than that. Yeah, honestly, I took the tutorial just thinking maybe they'll say something extra I don't know yet, but that was all old information. St. Louis. Alright, fine. Actually. I got 4 Massachusetts though. And you will, I mean, we'll just go with the default stuff. We don't have much in the way of skills, regardless. Extra cancel? The fuck is extra cancel? Oh! Oh, I can deliberately remove an extra turn. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, that could so come in handy later on. I get confused for an actual stat. Yeah. That would be Virginia. Oh, hello. We are indeed surrounded. Oh, let's just go with this then. Alright, dispatch. Your skills, I know about this, but let's, I guess, skim through it. This is a lower screen. Alright, I can't go for the Kobo. Oh, level 15. Oh my, with Evil Wave? You have Evil Wave. And 2 Kobolds. That's rough. Yeah, that was getting dry. I know, like, when I was grinding out the post-game in Devil Survivor, I would have loved to have extra cancel. Like, sure, I can kill everything in one attack, but for the enemies that you can't, like Lucifer, extra cancel would have been fantastic. Anyway, I was planning to have Daichi and Io take care of these 2 flanking ones, but... Alright. Police. I'm looking forward to mirror them from each game. Yes, I'm familiar with this. Alright, I wonder if this all gets skipped if you skip the tutorial from Tico. I'm so not used to this walk speed, but I will force us all through this. Yeah, because of the whole leader system, it depends, but if you want to maximize your character's growth, then you do generally want to take out the subordinates first, then the leader. Okay, they are both weak to... As a reminder, this is still some good combat music. Oh, extra cancel. Oh, you got extra turn. Okay, sweet. Yeah, this is definitely aimed at a broader audience. Remember, that the bigger your audience, the more idiots you get. Although not necessarily. Well, no, actually, yeah. Ghost... What the hell's Ghost Wounds? Use the opposing team's range to 1 and movement by half. That's a counter to Evil Wave and Chaos Wave. Oh my gosh. I mean, we'll find out, Sora. We will both find out if this game is truly worth playing. girl's still getting used to it, huh? Yeah, I know about extra turns. Well, what I'm most concerned about is the replays, which it'll be a while before we get into replays. Because what got me irritated with the first one is having to skip through all of the dialogue, because I can't just skip the event straight to the point where I make the choices. I have to actually fast forward through it, which you can only stand users so many times. Yeah, let's deal that. 12. 33. Nice. Now that thing is strong to electric, but I can't check everything. Alright. Alright. Pixie, what the hell does Glamour do? Heal low one team chance of side. Oh, it's just Charm. Charm got renamed. She really is a Mai. She is called Tall Woman. Wait, hold on, what do you have? Snipe. 100% accuracy. Miles on. Alright, you got Miles on. Yorama, restore medium HP, one ally. Anti-ailment. Ah, instead of it being cursed. No, there's still a curse type. Oh, are ailments separate from curse? Because in the first game, all ailments were counted as curse type, so if you had cursed melody, you couldn't be afflicted with a status ailment. So is that separate, or is it still curse type? Dodge or favor more fizz attacks, fair enough. Tailwind, my favorite. Oh. Phyllis, aggravate. You've got whatever. So then. Okay, how are we gonna handle this? Oh wow, level 18 with level 10 subordinates. Yeah, this is gonna go well. Yeah, I'd say that's a fair assessment. Comparison. Bleh. The word. It is an all attack. Not resistant to force. They're weak to fire. Fatal Strike. Strong attack, one foe activate. Only KOs foes with 1 HP. Now why is it called Fatal Strike? I mean, I guess we need to keep someone alive but still at min HP so they can't properly attack this is something, but... Oh, hey, Snipe. Oh, damn, Snipe is good. I don't think they need healing, but I'm kind of worried they may need healing after the next 5 demons go. Yeah, that's not worth it. It's a bit risky, but oh well. Oh, hello. No, my XP! How dare you! Alright, let's just go with normal attacks for now. They seem to be doing more damage than snipe. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, they definitely got better skills right off the bat. Whew. Of course you do the thing and flee so you can make use of Evil Wave, but you don't have an extra turn. Okay, you're going for me or are you going for Tallman? I wanna fight. She doesn't gain XP. Oh, that's a big heal. Okay. I think that'll be enough. Oh hey, I'm next. Okay, we are gonna Zeo this bitch. Not. Oh, God. I felt really irritated right now. I have very little water left. Okay. Hopefully that's enough to last the rest of the stream. Yeah, I finally get to smash. Yeah, let's extra cancel. Ow. Okay, right now, we're gonna need St. Louis. Yeah, sure, that's our group. Yeah, I'm not surprised either. Get the sprites that they made. Definitely emphasize certain features more. I guess you could say this game has broader appeal. Again, glad I put that limiter on the microphone. And good night, Sora. Catch you tomorrow night. I don't think trying to engage that thing when we're like level 4 is a good idea, so I'll just move closer to you. Heals, please. I need healing. I have not played any Final Fantasy games, so I don't know. As far as I know, there's just the good games and the bad games. I know 7's like a historical favorite. 14's the MMO. Yeah, I don't know. XP at 16? That Roman numeral will be 16. I think you mean 13. I remember 13 being, yeah. I don't know if that was PS3 though. It probably was though. I mean, how long ago it feels like it probably was PS3. That too. Like at Dream Odyssey, they're all standalone. Yeah, there was 13 and 13 too, which was weird. Like, naming sense. I know that's right. But it's not bleeding, so that's good. The rhythm game. Apparently Final Fantasy Tactics is highly rated.
Did we win? We're safe now, right?
Yeah, unless the title has a sub-number, like how there's 13 and 13-2, they aren't related at all. I know 13 had a sequel that was 13-2, which is like a direct sequel to 13 with the same cast of characters and continuation type deal. But if it's not like that, then yeah, they are unrelated.
I think I twisted my ankle. I don't know how we did it, but we're all alive, right?
Excellent work. I'll put another seal over Sensor G. Stay back.
Whoa, how's the lantern back?
Because the lantern is the seal, of course.
You said you twisted your ankle. May I see it?
She's gonna cast Media.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. However, I must ask why you're all here.
Oh, I am the same. I mean, you should have already seen a glimpse at my Steam library. That's like 130 games I gotta play through. And I got my GBA flashcard, which has another 130 games I gotta play through. There's so many games in so little time. Stream kinda helps, it kinda hurts. It helps in the fact that, like, I gotta play a game on stream, so it may as well be a new game that I haven't played or haven't played in a long time. But it also hurts in the fact that if I, like, really get into this game and then really want to play it all the time, I can't. I gotta save it for stream. Double-edged sword in that regard. Ah, yeah, there's that limit. I do hope you get a PC someday, cheap or otherwise, because you may not be able to play modern games, but you can definitely emulate. And emulation opens up the You'll have hundreds of games at your disposal you can emulate.
A demon summoning app. Interesting.
Jeez, that's creepy. So you're saying I would have died if you guys hadn't shown up? What the hell?
It would be best if you stayed off that ankle for a little while. You said you were heading for Shiba Park? Unfortunately, it's already been locked down.
What?
You saw that strange creature, didn't you? Dubé is headed for the park.
What exactly is that thing? It just dropped from the sky and started attacking.
Oh, the DMC reboot. Neat. Oh, Destiny? The first Destiny? Nice. I hear that's ended in a really solid state. COD Black Ops 3 Terraria. Yeah. I have Terraria on my PS3 too. Child of Light I don't have. Let me see. Well, I look forward to the Proverbs. They've all been stellar.
There's nothing I can tell you about Dubé at the moment.
Okay, this has got to be a joke. I mean, we're not in some ridiculous monster movie.
No, we're in a JRPG, Daiji.
We gotta tell the cops. Sick the SDF on its creepy ass.
I'd advise against that. You'd be wasting your time.
Are you kidding me?
Guns have no effect. Neither does any other conventional weaponry.
Oh, neat, because guns still worked on demons in the past timeline. I mean, they weren't that effective, but they weren't ineffective. That's nice, because I only really hear news about Destiny 2 lately, and Destiny 2 feels like it still has the scars from Activision. And that those will never really go away, so I don't really want to play Destiny 2, but the first Destiny still seems like it came out to be a solid game.
What are you saying? Are you out of your mind?
Yeah, we did. You're pretty sharp. That's not all. I'm sure you're wondering why the sky is silent.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. At this point, I'm not sure if I'd get Destiny. Because I think, as I mentioned, I don't know if it has dailies or weeklies, but I assume it does, and I've recently decided to avoid games that have those, because they may be fun at the start, they may be fun for a while, they may be fun for 1,000 hours, but eventually, those dailies and weeklies are going to turn it into a habit, and into an addiction, and I'm going to get burnt out, and I'm going to hate playing the game, but still feel compelled to play the game because of those dailies and weeklies. So I've decided, at this point, I think I might have actually quit Warframe. I haven't played it in weeks, but at this point I've decided just, no, if it has dailies or weeklies, I'm not going to touch it, no matter how good of a game it is.
Every jet and chopper we sent up was almost immediately shot down. There's nothing we can do, crawling around on the ground like insects. Unfortunately, it's unlikely the situation will improve anytime soon.
That can't be.
But
But I'm not, because I've been through the same fucking thing before.
I can't go into details, but it's not like the demons you and I forged contracts with. In any case, your ankle doesn't look seriously hurt, but you have sprained it a little.
Yeah, same deal, Minko. Like, Destiny 2 is the game everyone talks about when they talk about Destiny, but also there's a lot of discontent with it too, for a variety of reasons. I know at the start it's just like they got Destiny to a great state, and then they just decided, alright, we're going to stop with the first game and release a sequel, because I think Activision had them contracted to make a sequel, and they're just like, alright, we'll make it, but the sequel came out of the gate not as fleshed out as the first game, so it's like, we're going to stop support on the actual good game to instead work on a worse game. After they broke away from Activision, things started to improve, but also a lot of the negative stuff kind of remained the same. It just got buried under the newer things. Which implies it wasn't fully Activision's decision to make the game bad, but also Bungie's decision. That's a... since I don't play it, I don't want to fully assert that, since it's only hearsay from my end.
My name is Makoto Sako. Let's get that ankle treated. I'm headed to Nagata-cho, so follow me and stay close.
Hey, wait a sec! What should we do? You're right. I'm with you, buddy.
Oh, it's extra turns, okay. That's a lot just for extra turns. I might actually read this then. Those drains are repelled, so it might have more info than before. Strikes a weak point, lands critical hit, may result in loss of extra turn. Weak point, land, critical hit. Okay. Ah! Agriculture does indeed influence extra turn rate. Which it did in the first game, but I forgot about that because, you know, everything dies so fast. Well, I think that's where we call it for tonight, given it's 22:37. We've been in that fight for 37 minutes then. Well, 38 minutes. Behold. So hold on, is that... Okay, good. For a second there I thought the emulation was running at a higher speed. Well, now you guys know a little bit about Devil Survivor 2. As I said, I played the original version 10 years ago, give or take a year or two. So I have vague memories of this game, but I obviously don't remember any of the specifics because this is all effectively new to me, but I remember like the general vagueness of how it goes. Memory be like that. So it's both a blind playthrough and a repeat playthrough. Same time. Speaking of same time, tomorrow night, same place. That's a good goal to work towards, Minko, and I hope you achieve it. But for me, I shall bid thee good night. I have to get more water, as well as pee. So fare thee well.